Hello everyone! In my country there's a famous song saying, you can run, because you confuse it. I will link it in the video description. Anyway, let's end the level 120 cycle with the most difficult enemies of all, lag and desync. The Kingdom of Shadow is a unique encounter that requires a lot of walk speed and defense to beat. Reaching it is half the battle, and we start in Act 3 in Caldeum. We must go past Gorst and kill Kentril Dumon in the eastern part of Caldeum Library, northeast of the waypoint. This opens up the portal to the Quoth-Sin arena. Enter the Vigirai temple and run right past Quoth-Sin to get to the opposite end of the map. Here a portal to the ruins of Ure will open. Don't worry, this does not require killing Quoth-Sin. The ruins of Ure is a bleak place. It is a massive empty area with a small hut right next to the entrance portal. There are 4 shrines very close to the entrance. Preferably you should get an armor and or a poison resistant shrine. They help. Also next to the hut there is a not very subtle arrow made of fire. This arrow will point towards the general direction of the Kingdom of Shadow that we want to reach. The reward we are after is called Eternal Bone Pile. It grants 1 to 2 plus skills to each character class and a 10% run walk speed bonus. There is a trophy attached to it for a further 10% walk run speed bonus. The charm and trophy actually work in making this encounter easier to handle. In the ruins of Ure, you will see occasional untargetable and invulnerable undead citizen. These are a small taste of what awaits further. Once you find a second hut that acts as the entrance to the Kingdom of Shadow, make sure you're prepared to face the dungeon by stocking up on potions and patience. This place has a 20-second lockout and is not for you if you have a short fuse and care about your keyboard. A good teleportation spell makes a lot of difference too. The Kingdom of Shadow is an immense dungeon filled with legions of invincible undead zombies. They are completely untargetable, and the point of this encounter is to travel through the level trying not to be caught by the zombies or killed by various traps in order to reach and defeat the final boss. The zombies themselves have a melee attack that applies poison damage as well, but their main strength is in numbers. Aside from the zombies and the labyrinthine layout, there are some bigger targetable monsters with a big melee attack. Don't fight them, there's no point, just avoid them. Also, there are occasional untargetable wizard spirits that cast a spiral of punishers around them. These will deal massive poison damage. Try to avoid them if possible. Other traps come in the form of interactables like barrels or tombs, which do not do anything in themselves but can slow down or block your path just enough to get surrounded by the hordes of zombies. Keep that in mind as you walk around, specifically through tight corridors. Also, avoid running as much as possible, as running will lower your armor to 0 and severely reduce block chance. If you get trapped by the zombie horde, the only way to escape is a teleportation spell, so don't enter the Kingdom of Shadow without one. Gitan's Gate might be enough if you don't rely on it for navigation too much, but you should try to get an alternative with shorter cooldown. The last main obstacle in this level is lag. If playing online on a medium server, it will most definitely mean that the sheer number of enemies will create desync issues, and it is guaranteed that you will have a few undeserved deaths because of that. Please be gentle to your keyboard if that happens, but your main enemy in the Kingdom of Shadow is internet speed and the connection to the server you are playing on. The final part of this long dungeon is a long corridor. This is where the desync issues are the worst and where the risk of being trapped between battles and the zombies is the highest. At the end of the corridor lies Juris Khan, the boss of this dungeon. He has some abilities which are mostly irrelevant, as the point is to buff up and nuke him as hard and fast as possible. He is found on a small platform and will occasionally spawn more invincible zombies, and there is very little room to maneuver. Kill him fast and try to keep your nerves strong until you pick up the charm or trophy fragments before you die to the zombie horde. If you do, congratulations, you have beat the Kingdom of Shadow. Thanks, and see you in the next one.